We all do it, but few of us will admit it. If we're caught in the act, we get ashamed.
I have fucking topics to talk about.
Yeah, that's your job.
Yeah, that's your only fucking job. I didn't figure out what Vincenzo is doing in this podcast.
I'm looking good.
I invented Kevin. I invented the
Fucked it up again.
I invented the hat of shame.
Yeah, nice.
We're live.
We're live.
Yeah, and your mic is far away from
We're
you.
live.
Jesus.
Welcome
So professional.
to Screwed Up Podcast number 10.
Yeah. There's
Woohoo!
should we do a compilation video after this from all of our
best bits.
Yes.
But all our best bits would just be my bits.
Just no. Like Dalai Lama and stuff. Max
Oh
is-
yeah. It would just basically be an image of Max wearing the hat of shame
Yeah.
and fucking up repeatedly.
Yep.
He wouldn't fucking survive a day without me.
And
Then there's the dog. Yep. We should do a compilation that whenever Marco the dog is fucking barking at when we are doing the podcast.
I think that's the lamest idea you've ever had.
Jesus. So what happened? Sri Lanka happened. What's been going on?
Sri Lanka
Yep.
happened.
Yeah, that's a cheerful.
A cheerful topic to start on.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on what happened and the world's reaction to it?
Okay, so did you notice he never asks me?
Yeah,
I start with him and then I turn to you.
That's why.
Because he's facing me.
Do you know any?
The next podcast you're doing, fucking.
Okay, hold on.
Oh yeah.
Max, what do you think?
He will ask you what happened in Sri Lanka
No,
because he
I'm
doesn't
waiting
know.
now because he has the floor.
I don't have anything to say. Jesus. So I'm sulking.
2 days after the bombings, the Islamic State said that they like. I have the feeling that every time that something happens bad in somewhere, that just 2 days after the Islamic States are just going through the news and okay, that was us. Next station, that was us.
Okay, and you are saying you told me that that's the most fucking ridiculous thing.
But that's how that's.
I
true.
have a feeling that the Pope is at home doing his washing.
Yeah.
And
he's doing his own
doing
washing.
his own washing, and unfortunately, he mixes the colours with the whites, and he has a big fucking day tomorrow, and he has to wear his white fucking cloak, but the colours have started running, right? So he can't wear anything, and all the colours are fucked up. And I'd say he could blame that on ISIS.
Yeah.
I'd say he could blame that on ISIS. Anything that like disregards the Catholic Church.
Because like
I'm fucking speechless.
priests are just wearing different colors. Like I saw a violet one. Or
No, you saw a priest in pink, but he wasn't a priest. He just raped you.
Yeah, it's possible.
but they are wearing not pink, but purple.
They do wear purple because purple in the Church of England they sometimes wear purple.
Oh, you hate the English, do you?
I'm not fond of them, but not the people in general. Just everybody associated with that country ever.
So basically, the people. Oh Jesus.
Back to colours of priests' gowns.
Yep.
Which colour would you find the most attractive when a priest is standing over you with his cock out?
Guys, are you fucking stoned or something? What the fuck is that question?
I have a would you rather. Would you rather feel no emotions ever in your life again, or skin every member of your family alive plus your dog, if you have one.
What?
Skin alive. Would you rather have no emotions for the rest of your life, or skin alive every member of your family
And the dog.
and the dog? But keep in mind, no emotions for the rest of your life.
Max, I think you can take the lead on this
I
one.
would easily skin you. Easy.
You would do it right now. I can see by your face.
I don't give a
Yeah, go on. What do you think?
I would skin. Imagine not having feelings at all. You could be fucking dead.
That's what I'm saying.
If you manage to skin your family alive, you
you
obviously
mean?
don't have any feelings anyway. It's like, oh shit, there are pups and I. Yeah, I mean, have you seen that? You know that maybe you haven't seen it in a while, but there's a scene in the Game of Thrones that we're watching back now, and the wildling girl Osha, the one that was taking care of Bran and Rickon.
Right. Yeah.
When Ramsay captures her, he invites her into the room, and at the start of the scene, he's just peeling an apple, and he kind of, so what do I need you here for? And she says, you know, she gets on top of him and tries to gyrate, and she's trying to get the knife, like right beside him, and just as she gets the knife, he stabs her in the neck. Yeah. She falls on the ground.
I didn't.
She falls on the ground, and he just takes up the apple, starts peeling the apple and taking a bite out of it.
I mean, he cut a penis of a man, so I'm not surprised.
And in the show or in the books, apparently he took loads of fingers and toes from Theon as well in the books.
Oh, really?
Yeah, loads of them. There's a lot of differences in the books.
Yeah.
You read the book, right?
I've read the first two. No, three. No, I don't know. Two. The first two.
Yeah, they get fairly long and hard to follow if you're not into that type of thing.
Yeah. When you get to a certain, because the I don't want to get into it, but the book is written like every character has its how you
Point
call
of
it?
view,
chapter.
chapter.
Chapter. And I don't know. I was like reading it, and when I got to Bran's chapter, every time I was fucking hell.
Oh no, the three-eyed raven.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the storyline of Bran.
Even though he could be potentially the key to it all.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
No spoilers today. Like I said, my girlfriend has caught up and she's even figured out who Jon Snow is. She put two and two together. So she's a very, very smart woman, and she wants to be.
Probably read it somewhere.
No. I'll give her the credit. I'll give her the credit. She's very intuitive. So something is just about to happen, and she's like, I think this is going to happen, and then of course it does. I don't have that intuition at all.
Yeah, Polish women.
Yeah. Back to Sri Lanka. I have a question to ask you.
Sri Lanka?
Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
Max, I'll ask you this one. So, in the news last week, we had two big stories. We had Notre Dame and we had Sri Lanka.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame was a very, very, disappointing experience. But Sri Lanka was, let's say, it was a horrible experience. Yet, the world's community has managed to come together to donate 1 billion euros to the renovation of Notre Dame.
Yeah.
And who gives a fuck about those in Sri Lanka? 1 billion
for a church.
1 billion euros for
a building,
which is basically a religious.
But you can't compare those two. Yeah.
Okay. Well, why? Okay, that's a fair point. Why can't you compare it? The people's reaction to it. I mean.
Okay, I'll tell you why. Because European people. Because I would think that most people that donated were maybe from around here, or saw the
Near Nietzsche, he means.
Saw the church at least once in their lifetime, and they never been to Sri Lanka or give a fuck about the people out there.
Do you know where Sri Lanka is?
I had to Google that.
Okay. Do you know where Sri Lanka is?
If you ask me, I would say it's somewhere near the Philippines.
I tell you something else. I googled it like 2 days ago, and I forgot where it is.
Really?
It's just it's somewhere there, like you said.
Okay, let's make a guess and check it. Okay, what do you think?
I know where it is.
Oh, you do? Okay,
Yeah.
so tell us.
No, okay. Take a guess, and I will. Tell you.
No.
Take a guess.
No,
Okay,
you have to say where you think it is. I think it's somewhere near the Philippines. Where do you think it is?
It's close to India. Actually.
yeah, it's just
Okay.
The
India.
Philippines is close to India.
Fuck, no, it's not. It's
is.
just outside the coast of India.
Okay, just outside the coast. The coast of
Like-
India being fucking massive.
Like
Oh
it's
shit!
right
well,
there.
It's the southern tip of India.
I'm smart.
Yeah, it is the
Philippines
tip.
miles away. Where the fuck was I? Bangladesh, Cambodia, Malaysia.
Billy from Bangladesh.
Oh, there's Billy. Hey, come here. Can you zoom in on Bangladesh there?
Where is it?
No, go back to Bangladesh. Zoom in and see if you can find Billy.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Is
I-
it? Oh
if you, no,
shit!
go into Dhaka. I'm pretty sure he's from Dhaka.
Jesus. Just put Google Street.
Right
View.
right in, and put on Google Street View. I'm pretty sure I don't know you've got this by blind luck, but I think you're actually on the street where Billy was born. Yeah.
That would be hilarious if that.
There he is. Fucking hell! What are the chances of Billy? I mean,
He's pissed.
look at him. No, he's like, guys, you found me.
What is this?
We're
I'm
so
here.
doomed.
You found me.
Roar.
Yeah, look at and that's a sign. The Leones found
with
Billy
us.
from Bangladesh.
He's looking at Billy.
This is incredible.
Roll
We've
with
been
us.
watching him, and he's been watching us.
Have you seen tigers fucking up people on the street of India?
Bangladesh.
With knives.
Tigers.
Yeah.
With
What?
knives.
You said fucking people up on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I don't know. I just imagined a tiger with a leather jacket walking down the street. Okay, never mind. Go on.
look.
Should I put tigers fucking up people? At
Yeah,
night?
yeah.
Tigers fucking up people on the street
Fucking people.
in Bangladesh while Billy watches. I can't believe we found Billy.
Fucking up people on. Okay, yeah.
On the street.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Sex in public prank.
Wrong
Fuck yeah.
sexual. How did that happen? What has YouTube done?
The third video.
This
I
one?
love those videos. I'm addicted to those videos.
Messed up with the wrong these are knocked out compilations.
Yeah, I love those videos.
Okay,
It's
I think we should watch 2 minimum because we'll be watching these all day. PP Entertainment. Why would you call your company PP Entertainment?
why would you call your podcast screwed up?
That's like poop Entertainment.
He's fucked up. He's drunk.
Who's gonna win? Okay, wait,
okay,
wait.
I'll take
Who's
the
gonna
guy
win?
on the right.
Lil Pimp with
I'll take the guy on the right, but I think the guy on the left is going to throw the first
No.
punch.
No, look at the the guy on the right.
Okay, right
will
or left?
Swing. The guy on the right will swing first.
yeah.
I think the guy on the right is going to win this one. Okay, play
What
it out.
the fuck is up with the jacket? Is that a jacket or?
It's just
Jesus.
Oh,
Up,
guy on the
look.
right's going to swing.
Oh.
Like a sack of my countrymen. That's potatoes, people. Okay, who's going to win?
He's too fucked up. I think.
yeah, the other guy.
The guy that we can't see
Yeah.
that doesn't have the red shoes.
Yeah.
Come on, me homie. The most.
Yeah. Yeah. Say it. I know what you want to say.
Oh no, he can't fight either.
Oh shit!
I thought it was the most terrible swing I've ever seen.
Fuck?
Guys, this is
Oh shit.
bad jujitsu.
Oh, do you know that a guy in I think it was in Poland? He wanted to do a suplex on another guy.
Okay, he broke his neck.
Yeah, he broke his neck. Just
Oh, the guy who was doing the suplex to
Yeah.
the other guy broke his neck.
yeah.
It's not. It's very common.
If you
It's not
if you
very
don't know
common.
how to do it, you
Yeah,
can,
yeah.
like,
I would
easily
say
fucking
that's an
break
easy
your
enough
neck.
thing to happen.
He
Yeah.
fucking died.
That's a
on
terrible
the
death.
stuff.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah.
but I mean, you shouldn't really practice wrestling even if it's apparently not a real sport. It's still really
Why isn't
physically
it a-
dangerous.
Real sport.
You know, like The Rock and Stone Cold, they didn't have a real
I'm talking about American wrestling, like not American. Okay, that sounded
like
like
Olympic
WWE.
wrestling.
Olympic.
Olympic
yeah.
wrestling. Yeah. But you know, when we think about WWE,
Yeah. Apparently,
you
there
still
are
have to
more-
train hard. Like,
Yeah.
Apparently, there are more brain. You can damage your brain more doing the wrestling, the American wrestling, than UFC, than MMA.
I
apparently.
believe it.
Yeah.
I've heard also that you can damage your brain even more than that by listening to this podcast.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
I have a story about wrestling. When I was a kid, I was really, really into WWE. So I got 2 or 3 kitchen tables or tables or whatever, and I put like a few blankets on the table and a few pillows and cushions onto the table, and I was going to lift up my sister and do a suplex.
Yeah.
And I did lift up my sister. I lifted my sister up, and I slammed her on the table. Obviously, most of the table was really, really soft and bouncy, except about 1 centimeter here of the corner, and that's exactly where her face landed.
Oh,
And she cracked her eye right above her eyeball.
fuck me.
She got loads of stitches, and all because I wanted to be The Rock.
Is there a scar on her face?
You can't see that, no. She's got loads of scars here just from she's tried to pierce her eyebrow about 7,000 times. So now it just looks like spaghetti.
Mhm.
But not from me, I think. I'd have to look closer. I don't look at her that close.
Oh, I wanted to ask you because obviously you go to many gigs
Mhm.
and stuff. So the best experience in a mosh pit. When was it?
Rage Against the Machine 2004 Dublin.
Fuck you, old.
Bulls on Parade came on, and the whole 8,000 people in the O2 just went whoop, bam, slam. And that was the scariest moment of my rock career,
What
but
do you
also
mean
the most
slam?
exhilarating. Everyone, I don't know what happened, but at that one moment, every single person decided to jump at the same time, and the lights came on. It was just when the bridge was going to kick into the chorus, and then it just slammed, and this rush of and it was like the most exhilarating 3 minutes ever. But also into Shikari 2 years ago in Wrocław were incredible when they jumped into the crowd.
In Wrocław, that was like 4 years.
4 years ago. They were very good as a live show. They were walking on their hands. They were doing,
And they were not that big as they are now.
No.
So the gig was actually pretty small because it was in the old Alibi in Wrocław. It was a great gig.
Yeah, it was a good gig. They know how to work.
We
the
had
crowd.
fun at Vader.
Vader.
Last year, was it?
Oh yeah, we were doing Rock the Boat for Vader. We were on the ground doing Rock the Boat, and it was fucking really dusty.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like rock the boat, rock the boat, baby. Yeah, that was good fun. Yeah, I know. I've had a few. What about you?
I don't know. Obviously, we've been to some Metallica gigs, and that was very exciting. Maybe they're not as exciting to some people because they're just big. So you know, but we are listening to them forever. Like, so it was pretty nice. But
Especially for the first time when we saw them, it was like
Yeah,
surreal.
Mm-hmm.
So, but actually, more recently, the Parkway Drive gig.
Yeah, that was
very-
amazing.
That was good. Yeah, yeah. They were grateful as well for
Yeah.
Because
the
they
love
were,
they were getting.
Yeah, because they already had some. That was last year, right?
Yeah.
So they were big already, and they're playing like this small venue. Actually, it wasn't big in Wrocław. So
Yeah, they were on the festival circuit for most of the summer.
Yeah. So playing this small gig here. Was,
Do you remember I climbed your? Was it you or you?
Yeah, both
Like,
of
I
us.
think we
yeah,
both
both
went crowd surfing. That was
No, but I climbed
on the shoulders.
and just and he actually noticed. Well, it wasn't so hard to miss.
Yeah.
Actually,
You're the
no,
only
that was nice.
angry banana in the place.
Yeah.
I have a question. I have a news story that I read this week, and I want to get your opinion on it. In India, they're voting at the moment for I can't remember, for a new president or a new political party, and it turns out that one Indian man decided to cut off his own finger after voting incorrectly. So he pressed the wrong button, and because he pressed the wrong button and he feels responsible, he decided to cut off his own finger.
Good
because
for
he
him.
was so angry with his choice.
Did he? Did he? Or
He actually did, yeah.
I think if you do something like that, I don't think you are alleged. How do you call
Allegedly.
it? No, you shouldn't eligible for to vote.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore, because he's lost his voting finger.
And you can. No, never mind.
I don't know. India is a weird country. There was one guy that had his arm lifted
Yeah.
for most of his
For 40
life.
years.
Yeah.
Explain?
he just was walking around with his hands
Okay.
above his head
For
40 years. Or
For
50 years.
religious.
For, he that was his sign of for
was he not just like holding a really invisible vegetable?
no.
No.
No, and his hand was so like this hand was.
Pull him up. He's like we
Okay,
have.
how is it called? Like fucking
No, Indian-
Ganjit, fucking
No,
Rama
just
Bhutan.
That's racist.
Okay,
Why? These are normal fucking okay.
Ganjit Mandela.
Every Indian person is called Kumar, somewhere in between. So
Can you restart? It's not working.
But the Indian people have the what do they call it? The caste names. So if you hear an Indian's name, you know exactly which
Yeah.
caste they belong to.
Oh,
So you know if they're the cleaners, if they're the government officials, if they're the washmen, if you know if they're the prostitutes, if you know they're the
that's
unclean.
What? Really?
The caste system. Each Indian person belongs to a particular caste. If you were born into a particular caste, you cannot get a job in another caste.
Jesus.
It's like a really, really segregated country, and it's kind of
Tree.
human rights there.
Oh,
Are a bit
here it
strange.
is. That's way too long. Yeah, there are some fucking weirdos there.
Have you heard about the social media problem they have over there?
wait, did you put India Religious Festival? What you?
There is a
never
festival with all these. How are the guys called?
The gurus,
I don't think it's Guru.
the curry makers. No, that's racist. Did you hear about the social media issue that they have in India?
Yeah, I think you told me about
So they've got all these cheap mobile phones, and everyone's got WhatsApp.
it. Right.
And what happens is there seems to be this type of viral problem where somebody will spread a rumor in a village, and they'll send it to everybody in the village, and it's leading to deaths and beatings and killings because they don't really recognize
Right.
that this can be completely fake, that it's
And
not.
double check.
Yeah, and it's not news. It's just some person spreading it.
Oh, so someone just presents it as a news and people
Not even
believe-
presents it as a news. They're just spreading it throughout the villagers using WhatsApp, and it's creating these mobs that are going around killing people. It's a massive problem.
Jeez.
Massive problem. Obviously, with the more city in the bigger cities, that mightn't be as bad, but in the
Right.
smaller towns and villages, there's loads of murders happening.
Fucking hell. I don't know. India, just fucking India is so weird.
That's racist.
Carol Pilkington, India.
Oh yeah.
Meet the Babas. Baba.
He is
Oh, that's.
Do you know Carp?
around
He's from An Idiot Abroad,
empty-headed,
yes.
Yeah.
chimp-like
A lot of
mank, moron, buffoon, idiot.
Is that normal? I mean, it is paintball, basically, without the safety. There's no goggles involved. It was just...
Well, will we get pulled off of YouTube? Ah, no one's watching this anyway.
weird.
Max is our tech guy,
Are
so he
these,
can
are
tell.
these the Baba
Yeah.
people?
Baba people.
They're meant to have special powers, aren't they? But
Oh, yeah.
look at them. I mean, I thought they'd be sort of more religious
He looks
looking.
like Will
you know what I
Smith.
mean? All prim and proper.
He's
Oh,
white.
I've not even got pants on.
We are now in an area which is all different Babas.
That guy looks like
You
the.
should take his blessing.
First Baba.
How
He
fucked
reminded
up
me of
in
Bill
your head
Oddie.
have you?
His feet are backwards.
Big power.
Big power.
Culture.
And even though he's meant to be this mystical sort
I
of
don't see him
man,
fucking any kids,
different
do we?
life and everything. I was just looking at him thinking,
Well,
I haven't seen the goodies for ages.
India. I tell you, there's more rape going on on the streets.
Yeah, but I don't
And
think
then
it's
the
kiddie
other
rape.
Baba looked like Jim Morrison. There he was, stark bollock naked, shades on. He was concerned about hurting his eyes in the sun, but wasn't worried about
He's a weird colour, isn't he?
sunburning his arse cheeks.
That's what happens to me when I get a tan. I
He's
get
showing
whiter.
you some yoga postures. So he'll
Showing a lot.
Yeah. If you want to see more, you'll have to pay.
Don't want to see
They're just smoking some weird
Didn't know where
thing.
to look.
Jesus, his asshole has
Sticking
to
his
be
legs around the
exposed
back
to
of his
fuck.
head and everything. I got a right eyeful.
I wonder what he can achieve with that.
Can I try?
Suck his dick.
I just wondered how bendy my legs are. That's all I'm taking
These
off.
Crocs. Don't wear Crocs.
Oh, just do something crap. Right, you ready?
I'm surprised he can even
Hang
do
on.
that.
I would love to be able to.
Oh, Jesus. He's basically like kind of a yoga master.
Looks like Chimpanzee. Can you? That's a.
That
It's
looks
called
kind
a,
of difficult.
a lotus or something.
A lotus?
Yeah. The figure in yoga.
Have you guys had any
Oh, here
experience
it
with
is.
yoga?
chosen
Look
this
at that.
and
That's the
as
guy
a
that-
part of his way of communicating and his way of reaching to the God.
The way of reaching.
That to me is it's ridiculous. It's sort
Fuck
of,
me.
most of the time my left hand is only helping out the right hand. It's if I'm washing up, I pass it something. That's it, or it just holds something whilst this one does all the work. I understand that one arm is better than the other, but I'd never say, oh, but I don't need
But look
it.
how his fingers have grown into themselves. Yeah. I don't know. Have you guys had any experience with yoga?
I would love to do it, but
Hot yoga classes.
I would love to do yoga.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
I think it would.
Can I get a GoPro and
I tried
film
it a
you?
little bit last year at home. I was just kind of trying to start, like really basic with some videos and stuff. Because my friend Luke, he does meditation, and he was saying, you know, he does a bit of yoga every day, and it kind of really helps relax his mind and also makes him quite flexible and quite supple. And
You would love to be flexible.
I tried it, but like I'm just not naturally flexible.
we would need to go to
A place,
to a place.
You get proper training, yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
like
of
a
course.
hour and a half.
But I want the yoga without the spiritual shit, and it's hard to get that. I want
Really?
the
Is it
movements.
hard?
Yoga, it's not just the movements. Yoga, it's generally it's very, very often connected to the spiritual side of things.
Yeah, you would do the poses, but wouldn't listen to the
Yeah, but most
asshole
yoga
talking.
places, because it involves breathing as well, most yoga places they do concentrate on the movements rather the movements and the spirituality together. It's hard enough to separate it.
Jesus.
If you look in Wrocław, you won't find many yoga places who do the
Yeah, but
movements only.
you don't really know what that means. So just try it and see if you really don't like it. You know, it's not like they will transform you to a fucking Buddhist or something.
Yeah, I don't want to like touch the sky.
Why
with
not?
my inner eye. I just want to do the splits without hurting myself.
Yeah, don't show me your inner eye again. Just bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, you know.
Yeah. Did you hear that the man that held the world record for the world record for the longest penis in the world? How long do you reckon the longest penis in the world was?
Like 35 centimeters, which is
oh shit, I don't know what it is in centimeters. 35 centimeters.
I would say
That's
it's
about
like 20,
24,
20
25.
inches, I think.
Yeah. 19 and a half inches.
19 and a
And a
half.
half inches.
One
Which
one
is
inch.
about 1 inch is 12. No, 1 inch is about 2.5 centimeters.
Fuck it.
Okay, so it's longer than 30
longer.
centimeters.
It's fucking long.
And it's a white guy, right?
No, it was a guy from Bolivia or Colombia, I believe. But he was claiming that he had the longest cock in the world. The next longest was 13 and a half inches, right? So that's a 6-inch difference.
Yeah.
13 and a half inches is fucking long. Like, it's longer than that.
Yeah.
Okay?
Do you imagine it's also thick or just long and fucking, you know,
It's just like a spaghetti.
Yeah.
But he went to the doctor to get some check before he got it measured again officially for the world record.
And it was just swollen.
It was covered in a bandage, and he wouldn't allow the doctor to unwrap the bandage to check the penis. So he gave the guy a CT scan, and it turns out that he has 19 and a half inches, but actually his penis is only an average size, but the rest of it's all foreskin.
Oh What?
I swear on my life.
How?
So he had the average penis is said to be about 5.5 to 6 inches, right? So he apparently had 13 inches of flappy foreskin, and he's just hanging, and he just had wrapped in a bandage.
Oh, that's disgusting.
And did he do it himself, just pulling the?
I don't know what he did with it.
For years.
It's just like
Yeah, I imagine him as a teenager, just pulling on the skin to make it more long.
I can't imagine if your foreskin counts when you're measuring your dick.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. Imagine. Oh Jesus.
Every teenage boy would be like, oh yeah, it's about 20 inches long.
Can you imagine the smell of that foreskin?
Oh fuck.
It'd be like the inside of a sweaty bat's wing.
Oh shit. The fucking things that he would like find in there.
It'd be like a curtain that you pissed on every day and you didn't clean it for about 10 years.
Would be like how do you call the
Belly button.
The belly button.
like sometimes you find something in your belly button.
I find something in my belly button every day.
Yeah, you fat.
Yeah, I found Billy from Bangladesh last week.
Sending back home.
Yeah. He's like, let me out, it's hairy in here.
Okay, I think we should end on this shit.
On the smelly foreskin.
On a smelly foreskin. Just before we go, I think we need to make more metaphors about the smelly foreskin. What else could it be?
What would he do with that? He could swing on it, just wrap it around it.
You could. Okay, I'm
You
not.
could make a
I will
swing.
not. I don't want to sound creepy or anything, but if I had that foreskin, I would definitely try to wrap it, like to get my arm into it,
Okay.
just like a glove.
Okay.
That's a great idea.
So you'd have your hand down your pants in your foreskin.
Yeah.
No, you know what? You would do a condom with it. Just fucking pull it.
Oh my god.
You could definitely do.
You could pull it over your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure he did it like more than once.
Can you imagine him at a party? Like everyone's like doing their party trick. Like one guy's lighting his farts, and the other guy is showing like his funny tattoo, and he goes, "Wait a minute, boys, look what I can do."
Yeah. Why did you do an Indian fucking accent?
I said he was from Bolivia. Or
I
Colombia or
remember when we were little.
Bolivia's.
I
You said
know
Colombia.
Bolivia or Colombia. It's
Okay.
South America.
I remember when we were like, I don't know, 10 years old. We would visit our cousin. We spent a lot of time with our cousin when we were little, and in that time he was probably 22, 23 years old. So I remember him showing us a video of a guy putting his head into a vagina.
Okay.
Do you remember that?
No.
You were 10 years old.
Yeah.
Okay,
but
okay.
I don't know.
That's why he's so fucked up.
And he put his head into the. He was bald, obviously, and
Was he like?
greased up.
Was he like that little guy
No,
in
he-
Beetlejuice with the little tiny head?
No, the head was regular size. Like the
Jesus.
pussy was just enormous.
The vagine was not
Vagin.
petite.
Vagin, yeah.
The vagin was not petit
No.
vagin.
Can you imagine, like, suffocating inside the vagina? That would be a beautiful death.
Have you seen the
No.
TV show American Gods?
No.
I've heard about it. But
Fucking amazing. Watch it. And in one scene, a woman has sex with a guy, and she's a god. And to get her fertility back, her power back, he gets fucked into her. He starts fucking her, but actually he ends up being sucked into her pussy.
of course, yeah.
And she's at the last scene you see is just his head getting sucked in, and she's like, yeah, and she gets all her power back.
She ate the guy with her pussy, and she got
Yeah. It's a really
amazing show.
It's an amazing show. It's really visual. There's the art is mental. It's Neil Gaiman, who's one of the best writers going. It's an amazing show, but that scene is bonkers. Bonkers.
Yeah, I would imagine.
I would watch it. You'd love it.
I don't know.
Absolutely love it. Okay, so on that foreskinny note, let's say adios.
Imagine the caption under that video.
Yeah, foreskin that's sweaty foreskin like a
Sweaty
bat's
foreskin.
wing. So it turns out that I might be going meeting this guy in town. We're going to have a beer with him. Say, I want a beer, Kevin. I want a beer, Kevin. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you're
that's what's
just
gonna
so
happen.
weird.
Like a child.
I am a child.
Yeah.
And on that note, let's get the fuck out of here.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao,
Bye.
ciao.
Okay.
He is around
Short and sweet.
20.
Was it short? I don't think it was short.
It's half 8.